Let's reset expectations right away. An API gateway is not API security. It's a traffic control point. It centralizes how requests enter your system, but it does not understand your logic, your data, or your intent. If you're relying on an API gateway for security, you're confusing order with safety. The real problem an API gateway solves is uncontrolled exposure. So without it, API grows organically. Different authentication methods, different rate limits, different logging, zero consistency, right? So an API gateway brings governance to it, consistent authentication, controlled visibility, your controlled traffic, and the overall visibility across all the APIs. But practically, governance is not protection. API gateways manage access patterns, not business correctness. Architecturally, an API gateway belongs at the front door, in front of public APIs, partner APIs, shared internal APIs as well. It should actually integrate very tightly with IAM for identity, WAF for edge filtering, rate limiting and throttling, finally the central logging as well. So the important rule here is all traffic goes through the gateway. If there is a bypass, assume that will be abused. So this is where things quietly break. The common mistakes include treating the gateway as API security, deploying it without proper IAM integration, allowing direct backend access for improving your performance. I understand, yes, we are all here to satisfy the business, but there is a trade-off, right? So if you give direct backend access for performance, security trade-off you're doing there, then forcing one policy model across all APIs. So the worst one is bypass. The moment a backend can be accessed directly, your gateway becomes optional. So optional security is not security. Now, used correctly, an API gateway gives you real value, right? So it provides central authentication enforcement, rate limiting, and abuse control if you enable that, protocol level request validation, API visibility, and also the complete inventory of your API. But be clear about its limits, right? So it does not understand business logic, as I already mentioned. It does not enforce correct authorization. It cannot protect sensitive data by itself. So gateway control the entry, not the behavior. This is where architecture turns into wishful thinking. The common beliefs usually are all APIs are secure because we have a gateway. Then also people believe that gateways without per API authorization, gateway without backend hardening, gateway without monitoring abuse patterns, these are useful. No, not at all. And most API breaches exploit the logic flaws behind the gateway. The gateway didn't fail, the design did. I'll leave you with the architectural warning as usual. Gateways create a feeling of uniform security. That feeling is actually dangerous. So if backend services blindly trust the gateway, a single bypass multiplies damage. A single misconfiguration affects literally everything, right? So here a architectural rule will be use API gateway to standardize your accesses. Never let it replace your API security design itself. So order is not safety, right? That's one control explained properly. This video is a part of security control through an architect lens series. I'm Sabah and we break down real security architecture one control at a time.